Hi and welcome to the Market Alert for Tuesday the 14th of September 2021. So the main headline is that yesterday a last minute panic bid saved stocks from longest losing streak in 19 months, and the subhead September seasonality, taper tantrums and vaccine vicissitudes are the cause of this. But a bit of a recovery for yesterday. That said, the implied volatility continues to move to the upside, which you can see there up to 1521. So the option sellers still not convinced that the downside is over at the moment. Of course, that can change with a few bids moving the market to the upside. So, but yesterday that's what it was showing. And in the news today, just the US CPI figures. These are out at 130, so this will be interesting. It's forecast to actually drop a bit there. If it does increase, it comes out higher, then expect the dollar to move higher as well, because it'll put pressure on raising rates, which of course is only pressure on raising rates because they're in an impossible position to actually even consider raising rates. So yesterday we can see the reversal, the volume also adding to this, the shorts getting out, moving back to the upside for the Dow. These are the upside fib targets, along with, of course, the highs to the left as the market approaches these areas where the selling took place before, and also, of course, the 20 bar moving average. So yesterday, some demand coming into the market. You can see this here, and prices reversing back there. In the 30-minute chart, you can see that in the afternoon session, the Dow didn't know what to do. Then it decided to move lower, but then the plunge protection team coming and rescuing the market and moving it back to the highs, and sitting on the highs of yesterday on the overnight, although I can see there's an 89% retracement there where the market's currently stuck at. In the German DAX, similar situation. You can see the shorts getting out, moving back to the upside. Again, there the fibs to the upside, and again, you've got to close above the 20 bar moving average. But it's the same pattern, isn't it? You know, you get this every time you get a correction in this market. So, and also here. So it looks like we've got a situation. Again, it's going to be down to the inflation figures, but looks like the market's been saved once more and moving back to the upside. And yesterday you can see that we just moved straight up and down with the Dow, but then bouncing back with the Dow at 9 p.m. last night, but not back at yesterday's high yet for the DAX. So that could be the first run of the morning for the German DAX there. Let's have a look at the metals, and right on cue yesterday we see the silver market move to the downside, but then they brought it back very quickly, which I was very surprised to see, moving the prices back up towards the DP. But again, you can see overnight we're already starting to trend to the downside. So in the daily chart, this is evident as well. But we did have a bit of a test there yesterday. I'm still not convinced of any move to the upside in this market just yet. You've just got these daily changes to the up and down side. For me, we're still heading down to $23 per ounce, and I'm sure the inflation numbers will help do this. The inflation CPI numbers will help to do this today. But that's the downside. I will mark up the upside just in case they decide to take the lid off it, but still not soon enough or too soon to actually do this. We haven't got the financial turmoil that everybody seems to be expecting, including me, as of yet. But then October seems to be that month. All crashes or major crashes have taken place in October, but that doesn't mean to say that it will happen then, because of course Powell has said tapering is from November. So we'll see. We're probably going to see a situation where the markets will be moved back to the highs, and that's the stock market. Gold, meanwhile, sits in a sideways range, looking like it could move to the upside. And again, that would just spread the ratio between gold and silver. They're the upside targets for gold, as I would perceive them to be. And now we've got the December dollar contract, the September's already expired and rolled over. Well, it may not have done, but it certainly wasn't being updated on the ETX platform. So I've rolled over to December. And again, the market here is going to be waiting to see what happens with regards to the CPI figures today. If they come out lower, then that should move the dollar lower. If they come out higher, then an increase in interest rates always is bullish for the currency. So again, we'll see what happens there. Yesterday's trading session, well, it was pretty straightforward. As I mentioned in the market alert in the morning, expect the futures to move higher. And that's exactly what happened. There we go, catch up there. So we saw the futures moving to the upside, and that was the way it continued. And then when the market opened, we'd already put on 75, 80 points at this point, and then immediately the market just shot up and then just held the range. Didn't do anything after that. All of the heavy lifting was done in the futures market as prices just traded in a range for the morning. And it was only in the afternoon, you can see they're moving back up 200 points. And in the afternoon session, the market feeling a bit of pressure from the US with prices moving to the downside there, as you'll see in just a moment as I drag the scrub the timeline across here. Back to Friday's high, where the market sat on this as the Dow then found support. And that was really it. It was, like I say, all the heavy lifting was done first thing in the futures market, which looking at yesterday's action, as I said in the market alert, it was likely to move higher. Although this was a surprise as prices just shot up 80 points in the first bar. That's unusual to actually see. But obviously it was primed already to do that. And like I say, once all of this move was over and done with in the futures, then there was not a lot to happen during the cash session. So yeah, we'll see what happens today with the CPI numbers due out, like I say, at 1:30, so keep an eye on those. Okay, that's it for this one. If there is anything else to report, any major event, then I will let you know. But otherwise, as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.